Hello guys, welcome to AngieBlog. So I'm here to do a general collective reading for all the signs, and I'm doing it like this because it's all lots of downloads, lots of things that I'm kind of working on through to doing the shadow work, the inner work, because we are in a full moon in Taurus, and also we're going through the eclipse. And like I said, I explained in the video that I did for the full moon also about how this is a time for, I really don't recommend manifesting. So for this particular pile who picked part 2, who was waiting for it from part 1, I started this new thing. I don't know where I'm going with this, but hey. Let me know in the comments below if you like readings like this, so then I'll start making more like this. If you like it like general, or if you would like, eventually I want to start doing for each sign, so it's like more personal kind of thing. I'm also putting it out there. I'm closing, during this time I close personal readings and crystal healing as well. I focus on, as I mentioned in my blogs as well, in the description below, if you'd like to read it. I mentioned also that I'm kind of taking a step back so I can finish a few things that I want to finish so that I can put it out there. But other than that, also doing more inner healing or shadow work, especially trying to also just, personal things, heartbroken things, when you get to the point that you have grown certain things and you're no longer aligning with certain people, certain things, certain situations. So that also require is healing. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, and also that too, I was tapping into another energy, which is something that I explained in the full moon in Taurus collective reading that I did, where I explained about karmic lessons, karmic situations, karmic things, So yeah, that's something that I wanted to put out there. So yeah, let's just go into, so I'm gonna try it like this. So we're gonna do like just talk about the general energy of this pile, of this community that you were drawn to for part 2. If you're drawn for part 1, there's also signs there, messages as well, if you feel called into it. This is a timeless reading, and also, you take what resonates, and what doesn't, you let it go, okay? Yeah, so we're gonna do each pile from earth signs, water signs, fire signs. So I'm gonna show you the cards, and then you go to, I'll leave the links below, the link for the YouTube live for this is. I think I'm gonna do it like that, because I'm really trying to be as authentic as I can be, so I can reduce the amount of time that it takes me to do editing for these videos, so that I can also do the writing, or that I can also focus on podcasts, so I can focus on other things, just trying to balance my time frame and things that I have to do. Like, I also have to work on other things and ideas and other things for my job, my regular job that I do. But other than that, just putting it out there that let's say you pick for earth sign, water sign, or whatever, I'm gonna leave the link below for the reading, okay? But other than that, it's funny how part 1 was focused on the sunlight, on bringing things to light, right? Or bringing things to surface. And it so happens that part 2 that falls into the 19th of November, the Taurus full moon, and mix with the eclipse, okay? So this is what I was saying. If you look at that video where I talk about the full moon, like manifesting, doing an eclipse is not really ideal. So the energy that I'm getting here is that there's a couple people that just like everyone going, it's like the karmic season, the karmic rip season, okay? And I'm getting this sense where there's a lot of people in this pile who are taking a step back, who are, you know, no longer afraid of the dark anymore, or their own darkness, okay? They're no longer, you know, like trying to omit things or trying to not see things for what they really are, or they're in that process also of like accepting things that no longer, you know, sort of thing, and saying, okay, how can I change this behavior? How can I change this, you know, kind of mindset, right? So let's see. Also, that too. After I pick the things, I'm gonna do Earth Warrior reading because it's gonna be short because I'm not going into detail with these. These are I'm gonna create another video. And I was thinking to read you Rumi. Just we take one Rumi. As we said before, there was I don't know if I should do this for. I think I'm gonna do it for the collective. I think I did it for the collective. I think I'm gonna do for you guys. It's Earth Warrior. Rumi is for that's true. It's for the other reading. Okay, so I'll read you an Earth Warrior reading healing card, and it's for the whole collective, for the whole signs. Okay, so we'll do it together. We'll separate them together. Just to kind of show you. So these are piles already like spirit or being guiding and meditated and shuffle them and stuff like that already. So these are like specific message that spirit, divine spirits have for you guys. I'm gonna put this here so I can look at it. Yes. I like how there's a moon also. It just so happens. But again, I guess this pile I was creating it in the new moon in November. And now we're in full circle. Yay. So congratulations for you guys. You are full circle. Again, if you also read, like, saw the reading for part 1, and then now you're like in the second phase of whatever your message was for part 1, and now you're in part 2. That's also awesome. It's great. We're here to heal and, you know, break cycles and work on our shadows and light work, because that's something that as I mentioned in the reading, that in order for the light to be, there needs to be darkness. Without darkness, it's not light. And then if you don't understand your own darkness, how can you understand your own divinity, your own light? It's common sense, okay? I know for a lot of people, it's not really common sense, but it's just, you know, it's just like an energy. It's like how does it, you know, how does it move? How does it, you know, follow and flow, okay? So I'm already feeling like the signs, which one? Okay, so we have over here earth signs. So this is earth sign. So that's gonna be this pile. Yeah, they're saying air, water, fire. Okay. So this is air. Fire. They're saying fire. Fire. Water. All right. So we're gonna do bless the. Oh, where did it disappear? Where'd it go? Okay. All right. So let's bless our cards. Maybe we'll get the cards right now. Actually. Bless it all at the same time. All right, let's do this. Thank you, angel and ancestors. Please protect this message for any evil intent or anything bad that doesn't serve us. send it back to sender. And so it is. Not anything that affects our community, myself, or anybody who's viewing this. May it be back sent back to sender. And so it is. We are highly divinely guided and protected. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, angels. And let's dive in. All right, so like I said, you go into your pile after you hear the healing message here, or what you could do is you can pause this, go in the description below, go get your reading for your sign, and then you get back here and read your healing message. So they can be at like kind of like at the end debrief after your reading. That's also what Spirit's letting me know that it's okay to do. Each of them will have an angel number. Each of them have their messages, and we'll also have their tarot cards. We can go also, we're gonna go to do some surrender cards so that we can see what things that we need to like let go during this time. Since we're not manifesting, but we definitely can, you know, release tension. So that's definitely what I'm feeling into this release of tension of just think that no longer, you know, I don't know, a line. I'm hearing a line. Oh, there's two. La la. Should we read the two? Hearing truth, blessing from the son of Hanapacha. I don't know. Should we read this together? Alaya Vision, way of the divine feminine reveal. Okay, so there's a lot of the feminine energy here. I'm hearing, and I also see it with Dadiri, hearing the truth. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen in terms of the divine feminines. I'm hearing kind of, you know, speak your truth, say what you need to say, don't hold back. Blessing from the son of Hanapacha. Okay, so we're gonna read, I think I'm gonna do both of them. 21 and 18 could be significant for somebody. As I'm filming this, today is the 18th, so maybe this is could be something significant. And then 21. I'm seeing a lot of butterflies in this and birds, which could also be something significant, but also see like what the current energy is right now, which is transformation and changing, and we're shifting paradigms, you know, focusing on higher perspectives. So I see that a lot for you, this pile too. So let's see what's happening. We'll start with the 18. 18. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna have a sip of tea. You can also go ahead and have a sip of tea. Whatever you love, desire. And also, thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting, because there's more videos where this is coming from. But for now, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, all of you all, for donating, for you know, supporting this channel. It means a lot, actually. So I just want to put it out there that thank you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Kuntur Yaka. Kuntur Yaka. Blessing from the son of Hanapacha. Condured swiftly brings the will of Great Spirit to earth. Through the gift of powerful medicine. Despite great odds, even in the face of what may appear to be an inevitable defeat, extraordinary triumph is at hand. This is the prophecy of restoration, of the rising up of what was thought to be lost. It shall happen with unexpected and surprising swiftness. Your divine destiny is now held in the guiding hand of a great spiritual master. reading. Condor are born with their eyes opened. Condor. But do not have vocal cords to speak. You have always seen clearly. Trust in this, even if you struggle to find the words to express all that you see. Condor reveal emotion through changes in their skin color. This is a reminder to trust what your body is telling you. Your bodily intuition is a form of wisdom. You have a spiritual connection to the cosmic Christ consciousness, the universal sacred heart seeking to awaken itself in humanity. Your divine life purpose involves assuming the role of a leader, a guide, a healer, and an earth warrior for love on this planet in your own unique way, and an unavoidable spiritual protection surrounds you. Definitely hear that a lot. They're protected. You're protected. You're divinely guided, okay? Especially if you're somebody, you guys are people who work in communities, work as activists or something like that, or you're doing some movements, okay? So you're highly protected, okay? Kuntur or Candor is the ancient birds of the Andes. Once flying alongside saber-toothed tigers, this, the largest flying bird in the world, okay, is also one of the oldest species on Earth. Soaring to great heights and for hours at a time, with little or no movement of his wings, Condor holds the medicine of strength, spiritual connection, and grace. With a lifespan similar to that of a human being and the ability to soar at exponential speed, it also carries the gifts of longevity and swiftness. Condor has been on the brink of extinction many times, yet it still survives, even in the wild. At the top of the food chain, the condor is rarely a hunter. Taking the top of the food chain, the condor is rarely a hunter taking life. Repeat that. Feeding off carrion instead, its medicine brings cleansing and protection as it is able to process toxins that will be harmful to other creatures. The predator of the condor and also the guardian that has enabled it to crawl back from near extinction into wildness again is humanity. Through collective wisdom and cooperation between various disciplines and industries, human beings have been able to restore with wisdom what was nearly destroyed in ignorance. Condor is an affirmation of the power we have to undo damage and create extraordinary healing. But we have to listen, we have to actively respond, and we have to work together in conscious collaboration. Are we all? Yeah. Oof. This is for all activists. Yeah. That's our healing for us. Oh. Condor is the medicine of the shaman or Yashkek, the Andean healer, or one who knows. In the Andean shamanic worldview, Condor rules the superior spiritual world, the first plane of pure spiritual beings known as Hanapacha. The son of Hanapacha is the shamanic Christ. In human form, this being is known as Yeshua or Jesus. In the language of spirit medicine, it is Condor. Okay. The oracles, the angels are here. The oracles of Kuntur Yajak brings a message straight from the universal Christ consciousness, beating as the living sacred heart of Great Spirit. It is an offer of absolute protection that is strong enough to sustain your purity, integrity, and effectiveness as you navigate the challenges inherited in the earthly world of Puma, known as K-Pacha, and much needed protection over the unconscious world of Snake, known as Unku-Pacha. This protection ensures that your passionate purpose is not distorted or derailed by unconscious forces. As you accept this blessing, you shall know only protection, empowerment, and grace as you manifest the spirit medicine of Condor, helping to bring hope, conscious and creative collaboration, dynamic sacred activism, and miraculous restoration to the earth through her evolving human family. All right, so healing process. Sit comfortably with one hand on your head, on your heart. Say out loud. Through unconditional love and in service to the universal sacred heart, I invoke the prophecy of the eagle and the condor that the opposites shall fly together in harmony once more, and divine presence shall fill the earth and bless all of her children. The destiny of this world is to be love's paradise. It's a beautiful being of light shining in your heart. This is Joshua, the brother of love and divine essence fully manifested as a human being. He knows and loves you. He has complete spiritual mastery across the three worlds of Kanda, Puma, and Snake. At his right side, the eagle soars, and at his left side, the condor soars. They are in harmony, dancing in the skies. Beneath Joshua's right foot is the Puma, and beneath his left foot is the snake. In perfect peace, order, and harmony. There is a profound sense of love and perfect cosmic order settling into all realms of existence and into all aspects of your own being. This spiritual master brings with him the invisible presence of Great Spirit to restore and realign all of existence from the inside out. The truth and healing of this inner enlightenment brings a feeling of profound inner relief. When you're ready, place a hand on your heart and say the following out loud. Joshua, condor, Christ, loving friend of my soul, you cover me with your feathers. Under your wings I find refuge. Your divine perfection casts off fear and doubts. And through the invisible inner workings of Great Spirit, all is brought into correct order now. May all beings thrive within the grace of Great Spirit. May all divine destinies be fulfilled through my own free will, and so be it. Relax, you have completed your healing process. Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. Definitely feel the harmony and peace that comes through this card. Like, I don't know. It's just, I find it like, kind of find it like resolution kind of thing. So it's really beautiful. I love that. All right, so let's go to the second card that you guys got. And then we'll get into the readings. Today is, it's 1 year of my mom's death. And I put, that's what brings peace and harmony. So anyways, just it brought a lot of, this picture keeps popping out of nowhere and I'm like, okay, that's probably her spirit trying to speak up, you know, trying to send me good vibes, which is nice. I do miss her. I do miss her. All right, Dadiri. It's so funny that she used to read to me healing stuff so that I can feel better, don't feel kind of classified, especially when I was anxious or really nervous about certain things that I had to do. So yeah, those are going through this kind of month where you're very highly emotional during this full moon and this eclipse, and you're kind of like looking back. Yeah. Healing, yeah? No avoiding, you're going through. We're going through, now avoiding, through. All right, Dadiri, hearing truth. And we all need to hear that more often. Let's go. There is a deeper truth that shall bring peace to your heart, offering you guidance, comfort, and renewal. You are guided to turn within for your answers. Definitely feel that with the full moon in Taurus. It's all about grounding, shadow work, meditation, like really grounding. Do not allow another to interrupt, influence, or distort your personal, trusting relationship with the divine. Allow Great Spirit to be your highest counsel always, and you shall never be led astray. You shall know the words to speak and the consciousness to hold to evoke healing and set things right. Listen, for deep within, truth is known. Remember, guys, I told you guys? All truth is within. All what you need to know is within. Now, focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel and not focusing on appearances or the opinions of others. There is a voice of spirit deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability to tune into that inner voice, bringing peace, comfort, and clarity. It takes courage to turn within. Rather than putting your faith in the people and things of this world, but you have enough inner strength and wisdom to do this. The truth within has been spoken. Trust that you can hear it. Spiritual guidance. You have an intuitive ability to recognize truth of the spirit. Dadiri is an Australian Aboriginal term for the deep spiritual practice of reflective and respectful listening. It is a deep listening for truth beyond physical words and their logical meaning. It is the way the shaman hears with the soul. Oof. Oh, feels so good. Through the power of his or her own inner experiences, the shaman is able to create spiritual wisdom for the community, bringing balance and unity between the realms of gray spirit and our earth. As one who holds the potential power of the shaman, it is part of your soul journey to seek out deeper meaning, to never assume that the whole truth is revealed in what another says, and instead to listen carefully, sometimes even for the truth evidence in what is not being said, but being communicated in other ways. Others will naturally be drawn to you for counsel, but you must be sure that loving wisdom is the source through which your counsel is gleaned. Part of the shamanic life path involves mastery over the streams of existence. Energetic highs followed by crushing fatigue, feeling taxed beyond your limits of body and mind, perhaps even an experience of near death or symbolic death of the personality, a profoundly challenging illness in body or mind, or a period of spiritual darkness which eventually leads you to a healing rebirth. These are all possible ways that the shamanic soul can progress through its training. Such challenges are a form of initiation, teaching the soul to become able to consciously contain and channel energy according to his will. Rather than being tossed about by the forces of the world, it takes time, but eventually the soul learns to live from the place of inner balance and spiritual grounding. The shaman is empowered to guide others through what has been mastered, moderating and containing what is required for healing. This evokes balance in the lives of those they touch. Okay. Soul training in the shamanic ways happens through your life experiences. So I feel like some of you are getting into like really deep spirituality. I guess we'll look into it, but I feel like this also means like there's a lot of like healers, people who are getting more into spirituality that actually like they want to be educators kind of thing. They want to be, okay, this is really cool. It may or may not involve official training as a shaman, but in some way you will be taught and guided by an initiated teacher. Training includes the experience of an altered state of consciousness to feed the need of your soul to expand beyond the restrictions of everyday reality and feel generally connected and supported by a vaster spiritual reality. Altered states can include intuition, visions, hearing messages from Great Spirit, and an ability to recognize and interpret signs of higher guidance. Yep. This is preparation for dealing with forces that are not visible to most, and yet have palpable effect in the minds and hearts of many souls disconnected from their divine support system. Your altered states are fulfilling their intended purpose when they bring healing, when it is the right time for you. Great Spirit will bring you the necessary guides and teachers in the spiritual and the physical world so that you can learn how to safely enter into and ground out of a expanded state of awareness. This will increase your ability to hear and channel the messages of Great Spirit. Trust that your heart